The following program is a SUTV student production. The views expressed are not necessarily those of Salisbury University, the University System of Maryland, its regents, administration, officers, employees, or representatives.
Good evening and welcome to the first SUTV News broadcast of the semester. We begin tonight with a look at SGA and what they do with an interview with President Evan Miller.
From our standpoint of campus, we are not like high school SGA. You think of in high school, you got the homecoming event and then maybe prom or something like that. You kind of organize. You have an advisor kind of oversee it, but they ultimately have the final say. The SGA here is to make what you want out of it. Don't get me wrong, we do have our limitations, of course. We do have an advisor to help and assist us through it, but it's solely based on what the student body is looking for. Our primary focus is not only engaging events, but safety for the students on campus.
And you can get more information on the goings-on with the student government by looking at their website. If you're interested in studying abroad, Jackie Seymour brings us a story on the process and other important information for interested students.
Every year, Salisbury University offers students a unique cultural opportunity to study abroad across the world. We spoke to Noel Habashi, Education Abroad Advisor, about these experiences.
A lot of students, when they think studying abroad, they think, oh, it's going to be super expensive, or it's way out of their means, or they can't fit into their program, and helping them realize you can do a semester abroad for about the same cost as a semester being here.
For students applying for the 2015 spring semester, a meeting discussing the next steps to be aware of is this Thursday, September 11th in Purdue 151.
And this is the sort of opportunity that you can fit it within your academic program to go and be in a different part of the world, and that might be an opportunity that you get that you may not get at other points in life.
The final application deadline for the spring semester is October 1st. This is Jackie Seymour reporting for SUTV News.
And now Carly Nichols gives us a look at what to expect from the weather for the rest of the week and into the weekend.
As you can see on radar right now, we have a pretty strong cold front that's sitting over the Midwest, draped right north of Michigan, back through Illinois, and unfortunately that is going to make for some pretty stormy weather over the next couple of days. But to break the timing of that cold front down for you a little bit more, you can see tomorrow or early tonight, I guess I should say 4 a.m. overnight tonight, northwest Pennsylvania is where that cold front's going to lie, so they're going to be having some storms firing up. But as we go into tomorrow, we're going to see that laying right over northern Delmarva. The outflow of that could cause some potential rain and severe storms for us, so we're going to have to pay close attention to that. But luckily Friday night, it's going to drift off the coast. We're going to have some lingering showers that I'll talk about in a little bit, but for the most part, we should see some clearing. Current temperatures right now, 77 over Salisbury, a little bit cooler in Ocean City over the coast, but in Cambridge it's pretty warm, 79. That's probably about the high was today. I think it was about 80. So pretty warm inland, but as you go towards the coast, it's going to get a little bit cooler. Our high for today, 82, right on the mark. Our average is 82 for this time of year. The record being 94, set in 1915. Luckily, we're not seeing those conditions right now. I know everyone's pretty much ready for some relief from the warm and humid air. But today, our low was 67, a little bit warmer due to the cloud cover. We weren't able to really let all that heat escape in the atmosphere. Average 63, so we stayed a little bit warm for the past couple of hours. Record was 41. I'm glad we're not seeing that this time of the year, though. For your beach forecast this weekend, it's not looking too great, unfortunately. Scattered storms on Saturday with that lingering cold front sitting off the coast. 74 for your high, not the greatest beach day. Sunday might be a little bit better sun-wise, but the temperature's gonna stay pretty low, only 73 degrees. The morning rain is a chance just because of that cold front lingering Saturday, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. Water temperature 73, you can start to see that cooling down a little bit as well, so we got to get to the beach while we can. For your 36-hour forecast tonight, partly cloudy. We're going to have an overnight low of 65, so we're still remaining a little bit warmer than average. Tomorrow, a chance of storms with that cold front that's starting to make its way in. We're going to have a high of tomorrow about 83, so a little bit warmer than today and pretty muggy. Tomorrow night, we're going to see the temperature drop off to about 65. That chance of storms still remaining with us into Friday. For your 5-day forecast, Friday's looking like a pretty rainy day, but Saturday's looking like the warmest day of the week, high of 80. As we go into Sunday, the showers are probably going to die down. And as we go into early next week, the temperatures are also going to start to drop. Back to you, Eli.
And students looking to save money and decrease their impact on the environment will be interested to learn about the many water refill stations around campus. Allie Lloyd brings us that story tonight.
Okay. Hi, I'm here at one of the water bottle refilling stations. They can be found all over campus here at Salisbury University. They were placed here by the Sustainability Office. They help reduce plastic waste and help save money.
Sustainability is meeting the needs of the present without hurting the future. We talked to Wayne Shelton, the head of sustainability, about Salisbury University's jump on achieving sustainability.
We were early on in the process, and it's always nice to be cutting edge, especially when it's a great idea or widely accepted. So we were early on and got some of the recognition for that, and now every institution has it. And we love that little feedback button that tells you how many bottles were avoided, because everybody likes to know, what difference they're making.
Each day, 60 million plastic water bottles are thrown away. That's about 2.5 million bottles wasted per hour. These refill stations help to save hundreds of thousands of bottles.
35 is my last count, and I have to say it's growing as well. They are now a building standard, but every new building that we put up, if you see construction underway, you can expect that there'll be a water bottle filling station.
These stations were student-driven by the SGA. They then started piloting the stations 3 years ago. The biggest growth was seen 2 years ago. Now students can enjoy these stations every day.
It tastes cleaner than the regular water fountains. It tastes more like it's been through a filter, almost like smart water or something like that.
I think they're really convenient. I really like that I can walk on campus, and if I don't want to buy water, I don't have to, because they're here and it's free.
With 35 locations throughout campus, students have plenty of easy access to any one of these refilling stations.
So the next time you have an empty water bottle, think about stopping at one of these refill stations to help Salisbury University conserve its economic footprint. This is Allie Lloyd reporting for SUTV News.
Thanks, Allie. And if you're looking for ways to stay active and involved around campus, Miranda Haney gives us a look at what's coming up with SOAP.
Hi, I'm Miranda Haney. I'm the exec board member for Rec and Travel for SOAP. We have a lot of great things going on this week in SOAP. Tonight at 9 p.m. in Devil Bis 123, we're playing Divergent, and we're also playing Divergent on Sunday. Before the movie on Sunday, SOAP is having their second interest meeting of the year, so come out and check what we're all about. And then on Tuesday, we're starting ticket sales for Busch Gardens. Tickets are $15 and can be purchased starting at 9 p.m. on Tuesday, September 16th at the Info Desk in GUC. On Wednesday, we are having a magician in the Commons Bistro called Matt the Knife, and he specializes in reading people's minds, so that's going to be crazy. And we also have 22 Jump Street that night, 9 p.m., Devil Bis 123. On Thursday, we are having a comedy night with Gina Brion and Darren Rose, and that's going to be really funny. It's in the Wacomico room at 8 p.m. And we're having a lot of great things later in the month, so be sure to check us out in our calendars online.
Thanks for that most excited description, Miranda. After the resignation of Terry Cohen from the Salisbury City Council for family reasons, the current members unanimously appointed Jack Heath to the vacant seat. SUTV's Sarah Wood sat down with the former businessman to discuss some of the issues that he sees are important to the city and why he's qualified for the job.
Do you think that the council's relationship with the school is, and how do you plan to maintain that relationship here with Salisbury?
Well, I've been involved with the university, as I said, since the 80s. All three of my kids went here. Two of them remained in the local area. They're both teachers.
And why do you think that you were chosen out of 12 that applied for the seat?
Well, first I have to say I'm really honored to have been chosen out of the 12 candidates. I think it's good to point out here that if this position had come open the way it has now 2 years ago, my guess would be you wouldn't have 12 people applying for it. I think this is really the council, the current council, should be commended for making and generating such enthusiasm where you have 12 people who want to participate. I've run a multi-site facility in an international business for a Dutch company with a huge budget, and have a very good understanding about how the financial packages work and pieces work and fit together. The one thing I'd like to see is I'd like to see us generate through these jobs more of our students staying in the area, because I think that they enjoy the area when they're here for the 4 years, but most of them unfortunately leave to find jobs other places because there just aren't enough jobs locally for us.
Keith's term will expire in November 2015, and he says that if all goes well, he will run for a full term. And during this summer, celebrities, politicians, and I'm sure some of you helped the Ice Bucket Challenge go viral by dumping cold water on friends, family, and each other. More importantly, the challenge has helped to raise millions for multiple charities battling the disease that first caught the attention of the nation when baseball great Lou Gehrig was diagnosed in 1939. The ALS Association has attributed $112 million in donations to that challenge so far, this compared to the $18 million total raised in 2013. Members of this community also took part in the challenges. That does it for us in this week's edition of SUTV News. Thank you for joining us, and good night.